Hey guys, I had a request for an eyebrow video, so I'm going to do that for you guys today, and I'm going to tell you which product I'm using and which brush to use, and just kind of take you through a step-by-step and show you how I do it. So, I've got this eyeshadow shade. Now, depending on what color your brows are, what color your hair is, what kind of look you're going for, there's a few different shades that'll work. This is shade number 28, and I am going to use this double-ended brush. This is actually an Anastasia Beverly Hills one, but it's more pricey than the one that you can get by LimeLight by Alcone. Those brushes are sold out, but they are going to be back live on June 30th is what I've heard. So this brush, it's almost exactly like this one. It's got the spoolie on the end for getting them in the right position, and then it's got the brush on the other end to fill them in. So I'm going to show you guys how to use that. The brush that will be coming back on June 30th, as far as I know, is $14. So that's the price, and it's actually brush number 14. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it. I am going to use this dry. If you're using this brush, you can also do liner with this brush if you are wanting to use a shadow for your liner rather than the liquid liner, which is, you know, a little more of a dramatic look. This is a little more soft and subtle if you use this for your eyeliner. If you do use that, I can do a different video on that too. You can wet your brush and wet the product, and it's going to go on a little darker, which you can see that I have it here. I have it across the top and then down below my lower lashes. Anyway, that's a whole other video. So I'm going to show you guys how to do the brows. So I'm just going to take the end of my brush and just barely tap it on there. A little bit goes a long way, and you can always add more, but you don't want it to go on too dark. Alright, so I'm going to take the angle of the brush to where it is flat, like this. And I'm going to go in and start at the bottom of my eyebrow, and you can see it's already filling it in. So you're just going to use very, very light pressure and follow along the underside of your brow. My brows end a little shorter than I like, so I take it just a little bit past the natural end of my brows. And you're going to want to kind of brush that out a little bit so you don't get a harsh fake looking line. Alright, so you're going to start across the bottom, and then you're going to kind of go in and start to fill in. So you're going to turn the brush up and down ways and start to kind of brush upward and then tilt and go out. So you're going to do small, short strokes, like a little brush, 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 outward and upward. So this way you're going to mimic the look, the appearance of hairs, and you're not going to just have it completely colored in. So I'm just going to keep brushing that in, and you keep going until you get the desired fullness and the desired color. So really, I'm just kind of filling in empty space, and you can see here, you can see a little more gaps between the brow hairs. So we're just wanting to fill that in and kind of define the shape. Sometimes if you don't have much shape, or if your brows end pretty short, if they're much more sparse, you know, you can kind of edit the shape as well. So, you know, if you start to run out of product, you can dip back in. Just make sure you're not picking up too much. I don't like to trace the line too much across the top because I kind of like the more natural look of the brows across the top. Alright, so once you brush that on, use the spoolie end, and I like to brush straight up and then tame them down. And that way you have complete control over the different hairs. Alright, so now we are going to go ahead and work on the other side. So I'm going to do the same. Start on the bottom. Draw the line across the bottom. You're going to define the underneath side. And keep on going all the way down and around to the end. Like I said, try not to get too much product on the brush because a little goes a long way, and you don't want those crazy drawn on brows. the using the spoolie end to comb through after should take away any harsh lines. The more you brush, the more you'll break up those lines. Alright, so now I'm going to turn it again and start with little quick brush strokes to add in some lines, and that is going to fill it in and give the appearance of more brows. Keep going, brush upward and then out towards the edge of your brows. Now you can also use, you can find products that they have gels and wax pens. They're all different kinds of products. I like to use a shadow for this because I think it gives a softer look. I think it fills it in without giving you a harsh appearance. So I like this. And I know that the company did a survey asking questions about different types of brow products, so maybe there'll be one in the works. Who knows? I'll be sure to keep y'all informed as I learn about new things. I'm always really excited to hear of new things coming. So maybe they'll come out with a brow product. Who knows? Alright, so especially on a brush here because I don't want a super harsh line right here. So you're going to brush up again and then trace it around and get them all in place. Alright, so I think that looks pretty good. Also, when you're done, if you want to add in some extra definition, you can take your concealer and go up underneath the edge to even further define that line. And then you can go back over. I like to do brows generally before I do eyeshadow, and that way I have a real nice line to work with. But this we're just doing for teaching purposes. So you can see that really just accentuates the shape and the lines. And there's the finished look. Looks pretty good. Alright, I hope that helps. If you guys have any more questions, let me know. If you have ideas for other videos, I love the suggestions just like this one. I want to know what you guys want to learn. Let me know. I'm happy to do them. Thanks guys. Have a great day.